Hello, and welcome to an overview of ICOMold, a custom digital manufacturing company. This presentation is a high-level overview of the company. We'll be explaining the manufacturing processes we offer, the structure of the company, the advantages we offer over the competition, and the process of working with us. So what does it mean that ICOMold is a custom digital manufacturing company? First of all, we are a custom manufacturer. We don't make our own plastic parts and stock them on a shelf. We only make parts for our customers based on the 3D CAD models they provide us. We protect against intellectual property theft by the confidentiality measures we have in place, and frequently sign non-disclosure agreements with our customers for added protection. As for the digital manufacturing aspect of it, Wikipedia defines digital manufacturing as an integrated approach to manufacturing that is centered around a computer system. While this is certainly a pretty broad definition, the important takeaway is that our systems are connected in an unbroken chain. You can start with our proprietary online quotation system, approve the project, and manage the project once it's in production, all digitally and all online. We even have an online discussion board where the customer has a communication portal for all those involved in the project. It keeps everyone on the same page throughout the process. Milestones are posted and emailed, such as the project launch date, the date the mold production begins, the date the first samples are shipped, and when the production parts are shipped. Up until recently, ICOMold was the only injection molding company in the entire industry to offer truly instant, interactive, online quotations. A couple of other competitors have recently released their own version of an instant quote system. However, ICOMold's system remains the fastest and most accurate system in the industry. ICOMold was established in 2003 in Toledo, Ohio, and moved to its current location in Holland, Ohio in 2014. As a U.S. company, we offer our customers the peace of mind of falling under U.S. law for intellectual property protection, which is a common concern of customers considering doing business directly with a low-cost, offshore company. We speak the same language, we're in the same time zone, and there is no requirement for currency exchange. We also benefit from owning a manufacturing plant in Shenzhen, China. With a lower cost structure in China, we can make injection molds and manufacture parts in China at lower pricing than purely domestic injection molders, even with shipping included. The shipping is also very fast from China, so the added time is negligible considering the timeline for an injection molding project. Given the favorable US and China company structure, we provide the best of both worlds. We're easy to do business with as a purely domestic company. Plus, we take away the uncertainty and risk of attempting to do business directly with an offshore company. And we provide advantageous pricing because of our lower cost structure. As for the industries we serve, we have produced custom plastic parts for literally every industry. Medical, consumer electronics, we've even helped inventors bring new products to market. From one-off prototypes to on-demand, repeat part orders, we can make any custom part provided it's manufacturable by the chosen production process. We currently offer 3 different manufacturing processes, each with its own advantages and best use cases. Injection molding is the tried and true method of producing most plastic parts. It is highly repeatable and still the best manufacturing method for large quantities of parts. We also offer CNC machining for both plastic and metal, and urethane casting. Since each of these processes has its own strengths and limitations, it's important to know upfront how the product will be used, what material it will be made of, the quantity to be produced, cosmetic appearance requirements, and the performance characteristics the part needs to have. At ICOMold, we use steel for our injection mold tooling. While some mold makers use aluminum, steel has several advantages over aluminum. It's more durable, so it can last for more injection cycles, and it's easier to make changes to if part design changes are made. With aluminum tooling, design changes can often result in the mold needing to be scrapped and a new one made from scratch. In addition, our steel molds carry a lifetime warranty. As long as we're making parts for the customer, we will take care of any maintenance or repairs needed at our cost. We also offer an export mold option. We can make the mold to the CAD model of the customer's part and ship the mold to them or to the facility of their choice to have the parts molded elsewhere. Due to the multitude of possible circumstances that could happen with a mold that is not controlled in our facility, we do not offer a warranty on export molds. With injection molding, there are special processes that can be used to provide unique functionality and cosmetic enhancements to the parts. Overmolding is the process of injection molding a substrate, a harder plastic, then molding another, softer material over top of it. An example might be the soft grip features on the handle of a tool. Insert molding is another process in which metal threaded inserts or other functional features are placed into the mold, and the plastic part is injection molded around them to incorporate the threads or other feature into the part. Family molds are a way to save cost by molding similar parts, such as the mating top and bottom half of an assembly, at the same time in the same mold. This saves mold cost, production time, and setup cost. We also have the capability to perform a range of secondary or post-molding processes that can add functional and cosmetic enhancements to the parts. We offer painting processes, pad printing, silk screening, and hot stamping, for example. Material selection is an extremely important consideration in the product development process. You have to start with the functionality of the part, what it's going to be used for, and narrow down your material options. Does the plastic need to be rigid or flexible? Does it need to have a hinge feature that won't break under repeated usage? Does it need to be heat or UV resistant? These are all questions to be considered. ICOMold offers a very large selection of plastic resins, and there's a material selection guide on the ICOMold website. Our sales engineers can also help guide the customer through the material selection process. Also available on the ICOMold website is a color selection chart. Customers can specify the color of their parts by providing the Pantone matching system or PMS number that corresponds to the color they want. Custom color matching may also be requested. CNC machining is another manufacturing service we provide for either plastic or metal parts. It's a subtractive manufacturing process. A machine removes material from a block or blank to form the part. Since a mold is not required as it is in injection molding, CNC machining is faster and less expensive for small part quantities. As with injection molding, ICOMold also offers secondary processes like painting for CNC machined parts. 3D printing can be a good manufacturing process for prototypes and small quantities, but it does have limitations compared to CNC machining. CNC machining is a subtractive process that takes material away from a solid block to form the part, which gives it good structural integrity. 3D printing, on the other hand, is an additive process that builds parts in layers, making them vulnerable to cracking at their weak areas. Material selection is also an advantage in CNC machining. A prototype can be made out of the same plastic material as the production injection molded parts will be made of, so all the functionality of the part can be tested before production begins. In 3D printing, on the other hand, the exact material to be used for the production parts may not be available for the prototype, so it may not be possible to test all its performance characteristics. Uerthane casting is another process we offer. Again, best suited for prototypes and small quantities, which also provides low-cost parts with a fast turnaround. This is an additive process in which liquid silicone is poured around a master pattern to form a cavity that will be the mold for the actual parts. The silicone is cured, then liquid plastic-like or rubber-like material is poured into the silicone mold to harden and make the part. Since the mold does not withstand very many repeated uses, this method is only for prototypes and very small quantities of parts. Uerthane casting is a very inexpensive and fast process for parts that fall within its requirements. Various materials and colors are available, and secondary processes can be applied. One of ICOMold's greatest strengths is its proprietary online system. The interactive quotation system provides an instant quote for a plastic injection molding, CNC machining, or cast urethane project. Simply upload a CAD model of your part, specify the manufacturing process, quantity, material, and other options, and you'll get an instant quote. The quote is interactive as well. As soon as you change an option, like quantity or material, you'll see the new pricing instantly. Once a quote is approved and the project is launched, this same system becomes a project management system that the customer can use to track the status of their project. Project timing and milestones are posted. A very helpful feature of the system is an online discussion board. This is a communication hub for the customer. the sales project engineer, and the mold engineer to all stay informed on the status of the project, ask questions, and exchange information. Being centralized, it's more efficient than individual phone calls and emails. It keeps everyone on the same page throughout the project. The process of working with ICOMold is pretty straightforward. You know what to expect from one step to the next. And being a digital manufacturer, there is an unbroken digital thread from the first step to the last. As soon as a customer uploads a CAD model to our interactive online system and gets an instant quote, the quote is then reviewed by a mold engineer in China, who either confirms the quote or points out design issues or other moldability issues. Once the customer approves or grants the project, we provide them with a design for manufacturability or DFM report. This is a detailed summary of the molding specifics such as gate location and ejector pin locations. This is an important step as the customer has the chance to review the DFM and make any changes to the tooling plan. For instance, the proposed ejector pin locations may leave marks on the part in an unacceptable location, so the tooling plan will need to be changed to accommodate the requirements. Once this is all agreed upon, the project is officially launched and we start the mold making process, commonly referred to as cutting steel. When the mold is built, sample parts are run and shipped to the customer. As soon as the sample parts are approved, production parts are molded and shipped to the customer. Again, each one of these milestones is communicated to the customer, so there's never any uncertainty about the status of the project. Some customers require certain certifications from their suppliers, like ISO. For quality assurance that provides customer satisfaction, we maintain an up-to-date ISO 9001-2015 certification. We're also certified as an MBE, a Minority Business Enterprise. This certification is beneficial in attracting customers who seek to do business with a minority supplier. In addition, we're registered in the system for Award Management, or SAM, which allows us to bid on and get government contracts. As for other requirements like cleanroom manufacturing, while we do not provide certifications or provisions for all requirements, we encourage the customer to inquire, as there may always be an opportunity to have access to these resources through our manufacturing partners. Here are 3 of many customer testimonials written on our website. We strive to delight the customer on every single project, and it's always nice to hear a compliment from a satisfied customer. Our success has been and will continue to be the ability to provide high-quality, low-cost custom plastic parts with a fast turnaround, and always strive for complete customer satisfaction. We've had a number of inventors who we've worked with through the complete product development cycle, and it's always gratifying for us to see an entrepreneur take the journey from an idea in their mind all the way through selling their product on the market. For a sampling of some of their stories, there are a number of case studies available to read on our website. Our customers range from individual entrepreneurs and inventors to medium-sized companies to large, well-known corporations like these. We have solved problems for all types of customers in all types of industries. In closing, we'd like to thank you for your time getting to know ICOMold. We look forward to our future opportunities, and please let us know if you have any questions.